From giving fans the first ever look at the card industries in a DC movie, to providing a glimpse at some iconic Blue Beetle costumes from the comics, there are tons of little details and nods in the Blue Beetle trailer that you may have missed.
Mr. Reyes? You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
For starters, there's the fact that the film definitely adds a twist to the classic superhero formula.
They don't get out much.
You know the deal, right? A lucky guy miraculously gets a superpower, but for the safety of his family and friends, he's got to keep everything on the lowdown.
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
Well, Blue Beetle's trailer revealed that they're going to take that concept and completely add their own unique twist to it. Turns out, Jamie Reyes doesn't need to hide his identity from his family, because they're all right there when he gets the Blue Beetle for the first time.
What the?
Host acquired.
In fact, the film ditches the whole notion of hidden identities, and it seems that Jamie's entire family is going to be playing a big role in the film.
It's okay, it's gonna be okay!
That's honestly super interesting to me, and I can't wait to see what they do with the concept. But that's far from the only exciting detail from the film, because there's also the fact that the movie finally gives fans a glimpse of card industries. This is easily one of the biggest and most important companies in the DC comics. I mean, it straight up rivals the likes of Wayne Enterprises and LexCorp. So fans, we're glad to see its big screen debut. In the comics, Ted Kord is the second Blue Beetle, who takes on the mantle after being trained by Dan Garrett. While it's unclear if we'll see Kord, chances are the Blue Beetle was being studied by his company, and of course, they're not too happy that it's now being used by Jamie, which means that they're going to try and get it back. This brings us to the next big detail, and that's the villain, Victoria Kord. The recent Blue Beetle Graduation Day comic book is sort of built upon the same concepts as this movie, even though it's still based in the DC comic universe. In the comic, fans get to meet Victoria, Ted Kord's sister. Let's just say her true intentions aren't revealed in the comic book, but from the looks of it, she was a villain all along, because the new Blue Beetle trailer definitely portrayed her as such. From the brief scenes we've got of her, it looks like she's going to stop at nothing to take the Scarab back from Jamie. I hope he's ready to tackle everything that Kord Industries has prepared for him. Speaking of things that they must use to beat Jamie Reyes, the trailer showcased previous Blue Beetle costumes. This was in a blink of if you miss it sort of moment, yeah? So I wouldn't really blame you if you didn't see it, but turns out the film will actually include nods to the original Blue Beetle design from the comics.
As your profile expands, do you worry about increased scrutiny?
Nah, I welcome it.
You see, the character first appeared in the Mystery Men comic series from all the way back in 1939, but it wasn't until the Blue Beetle joined the DC Comics lore much later in the 1986's Secret Origins Volume 2.
Well, the gang's all here.
In this new version, you had Dan Garrett taking on the role of superhero, and he donned a very iconic red and blue costume that can actually be seen in the trailer. Whether this is just a nod to the comic book character or something that will end up being a huge part in the movie remains to be seen, but I'm definitely excited to find out. And finally, the trailer's joke about Batman may be deeper than you think.
It's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
At a point in the new Blue Beetle trailer, Jamie's uncle Rudy called Batman a fascist. This means that Batman does exist in whatever DC universe that Blue Beetle is set in. But hold your horses. We still don't know just what Batman is being talked about here. Affleck, Pattinson, or get this, what if Rudy was calling out the all-new Batman that James has planned for his Brave and the Bold movie?
The introduction of the DCU's Batman is the Brave and the Bold.
For now, it's a bit unclear just where this movie is supposed to be in the DC canon, though I suppose we'll find out eventually, won't we? In any case, that's all the biggest details from the Blue Beetle trailer. Be sure to like, subscribe and comment about, and let us know any other details I might have missed up. Let us know, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.